Alright, so obviously I was dicking around collecting stuff, but there's honestly not a whole hell of a lot to do at this point, and trying to farm the expeditions is insane. It's fucking unreasonable. So, considering I left off at starting awe, we're gonna see why the fuck Alan, who is still lost in oblivion, so far as I know, is contacting this lady. But I also... aside from the fact that there's definitely stuff in here, really? Do I have to activate a side quest for that or something? Because this is the sector for that. And you're simply lying to me. But there's a vending machine here and it's nothing. I also don't remember how to play, so don't worry about it. Resignation letter. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so now I must rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our blank, but why is it spaced that way? Sure. On our director, boss, whoever, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents, and I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. So, theoretically, that's not our fault. Did I look at this?
The exact process
must have.
of how an altered item is born eludes us. We find them in the aftermath of altered world events. They take the form of everyday objects, ever present in our lives, constantly evoked in the thoughts of millions of people, now used with unpredictable energies. They're altered. The superstitious would call them cursed. Now,
maybe I did it on my own.
Are altered items sentient?
Which is a good question, and it kind of seems like yes.
Not quite. They're often fixated, programmed almost to cause certain events to happen over and over again.
I don't know if the duck was
less potent than objects of power. They are not able to be controlled.
The duck was certainly fucking sentient.
Left unchecked, they can be highly dangerous.
He was taunting me.
To study altered items, we contain them in Panopticon.
Alright, so what else? Quarry site beta log. I feel like that was a thing that I found in the expedition. Because, of course, in the middle of that timed bullshit, there's stuff to collect.
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting on Expedition 17B. At the formation now, visually, no distinction from the previous visit. The link detectors are still standing. One arch has a light flashing, so we're gonna give the area a once over. Then we'll head back. Lopez out.
Talking about the 4 arches that depict the 4 areas in there, I suppose. And this was a tape that I missed.
America Overnight.
I think.
Now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality.
Unfortunately, I can't back out while the audio is playing.
I've been getting a lot of calls about this meteor in Sterling, Colorado. There are reports of a large spherical container that crash landed in a field outside town.
No, I watched that one. That was the Sterling Awe with fucking Tomasi. Only one. Globe supplement. Right, okay. Wolf Globe, Altered Item 72, found in 2010. Really? Item we found in the penthouse suite at blank Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. CK exploited whatever. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including blank and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto's high... from the Toronto Daily. So, just public newspaper. That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. Fair enough, but he's probably dead. He's probably dead. Oh, this was in a fucking junkyard. I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. Right, Old Gods of Asgard, right, okay. I became a huge fan instantly. So, you found a vinyl and it was in the trash? Probably in fucking pieces. Oh, right. This was one that I missed. One of the ordinary awes, the reports from Jesse and Dylan. We went and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. And he's a Jesse. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation Polaris. And it's in a 2010 therapy session. Oh, and that's a lot of these. Oh, and of course I'm still fucking on red. This is just book club. Back on the same cheesy, shitty sci-fi, whatever. Unless you hook me right away. It began with a visceral dismemberment scene and the great unsettling vibe created by the unexplained creature they named the Fix. As an avid horror fan, I loved how this story veered from the genre. Conventions. I thought it said convictions. I don't know why. Into something a little more, for lack of a better word, weird. Everything felt familiar, but just a little bit off. The characters even comment on it, saying how their lives felt out of control, as if they were just programmed to perform the same empty actions over and over. Very meta. And I love the way they left the ending wide open. What happened to the guy ordered to watch those monitors for the rest of his life? Did the Fix get him? Is he dead? Well, yeah, probably. Did he end up in a parallel reality with the others? We don't know, and that's okay. I disagree. All in all, interesting read. I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5. Points deducted for some of the clunky dialogue and unbelievable choices the characters made. I mean, who the hell would follow orders from their boss in the middle of such a horrible slaughterfest? But I guess I shouldn't demand too much realism for a work of fiction. Very self-aware. It still bothers me that this is not a thing. But this area, there is so many fucking items in this room. It's ridiculous. Burrow Tractor. Altered item 82, found in 2019. Seen, not acquired. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Blunt force injuries, head, lacerations left ear and cheek. What? Oh. Blunt force injuries to the head, categorized to the extremities, dislocation in the right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. I don't remember what avulsion means. Extensive trauma in the abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestines, all missing from the scene. Okay. Complete separation. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the right proximal humerus. It sounds like his arm was cut off at just above the elbow? Maybe? Conclusion, it is my opinion that Dr. Burroughs' death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Sure. Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Why does Derek Shaw sound familiar? Letters of condolences will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Fucking hell, dude. Darling investigation. Compiled by Tim Spalder by order of William Kirkland. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation, blah blah, was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. One blank confirmed the blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible. Being classified under the highest clearance level, investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing, I guess, to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges into Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Alrighty then. Casey inquiry. To R. Dennis from D. Gleason, possible lead on the Wake case. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all of our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted, but I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that this FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake ever wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give us the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. So either somebody's lying and doing a terrible fucking job of it, or Alan is provoking an investigation into his own disappearance from the void. Which, possible. Cauldron Lake update. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on blank lake? Huh? It's about Cauldron Lake update. Whatever. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Cauldron Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share the info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might investigate some raccoon traps. Might invest in some raccoon traps. Agent Estevez. There are many things in this room, and none of them are stuff. Underhill's background. Compiled by Agent Lisa Keenum, by order of William Kirkland. Dr. Raya Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist, like exobotanist, sure, stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Well, that unfortunately took me. That took me solving the problem by killing twin mold, tri-mold, whatever. Director investigation compiled by Redacted by order of William Kirkland. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Dr. Trench and Dr. Darling, Director Trench, whatever, has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. What's inside the Dimensional Research exactly? I would have thought it would have been Dylan, but he's not. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. So did that result in Kirkland getting disappeared? I mean, we know he quit, but was he just salty about it, or... Trench official warning. Oh, Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained, better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they've admirably taken on certain all monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You're a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Fucking shit. So what the hell got in Trench's ear? And we still don't know why he blew his fucking brains out. And why is it still dark as shit in here, man? Tractor procedures. Procedures? But you don't have it. Item is not in Bureau custody, none known. A Frank Elk Direct tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. This item first came to the Bureau's attention from the death of William Burrow, the owner of Burrow Farms outside Trenton, Texas. So, not the fucking shit that was trying to run Alan over, that I had to deal with repeatedly. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Dr. Burrow, Mr. Burrow, whatever, beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow, only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. And this is 2019. I don't know what else. Help you, Polaris? I don't know why the sound effects. Ethics investigation. Another one. Looks like another one. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation blah blah was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program blank by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systemic blank and blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. But only Dylan was brought in. Jesse wasn't. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in breach of the ASH Act, but flies in the face of basic human decency. This investigation team unequivocally blank the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blank immediately. Terminated, presumably. So now there's up here, double check. Because I absolutely did just walk past everything because I thought I was going to dip a toe in here and then fucking leave, and, well, now I'm not. Because Alan started talking to me. Why is Alan talking to me? I don't know. Why is Alan here? I don't know.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Would be a light cord. Uh-huh. Hold up. Ow. Really? It was nothing? You're lying to me. What else what else we got? And why is Polaris still bitching at me? Is that the source of it? Alright, well, I am negative the control point, but I didn't think I was before. Blessed Organization. Compiled by Agent Tim Spaulding by the order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. This group individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice. The Blessed Organization. I see. Paracriminal profile. This group or individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was in connection with an altered items case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless, oh, I know that one, don't I? Was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. Oh, I think that was the guy who did the surfboard, I think. In '88, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of an involvement with an object of power, perhaps even creating it. The light switch? Probably not. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Well. Now, time to get spooky. What puzzle am I gonna have to deal with now? I understand that it's supposed to be 3 every single time, but this always feels dramatic as shit.
Do we know each other?
No.
This feels familiar.
I'm pretty sure she was a kid in 2010.
I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Hi, Alan. Mindfuck. It's your warning? Maybe. Fuck. Can this end any century now? Thank you.
Who are you?
He's mute.
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom.
So it's Thomas Zane.
The diver, you look different.
That was just a role, a character.
Well, now I look like you.
The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself.
No, kind of looks like him.
We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Oh, goody. That was Darling in Night Springs. Zane was not holding a glass.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there.
Is that not your double?
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
A shot glass would... Rock's glass would not have shouted that way. Why was I subjected to that?
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
So he was. Traversed the Ocean View Motel.
And Thomas Zane was with him.
Mm-hmm.
The poet.
Which that was the thing that I was forgetting.
No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Sure. So, what's the puzzle this time? Is it... Hi, Luffy. Is that why? Is it only active from now? Oh, the spooking has begun. TVs. Ow. Fuck. Loud as shit. Why am I turning off various different things? Now it's gonna be the fucking coffee pot or something, right? Or, well, that's a coffee pot. I don't remember what that is. Just a plant. Hi. Or I had to just turn everything off to... reach the sync rate.
Dr. Emil Hartman.
Hi.
Devoured by hungry darkness. Became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose. Killed everyone it could. Lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Awesome. I don't entirely remember who Hartman is. Regular spookery. Classic spookery. Nothing to worry about spookery. Cool. Thanks. Although now that makes me... Why is it making noises? As the fire breaks security doors. For fuck's sake, really? File. Oh, level 7? Fuck. Eat shit. Die. Really? Thank you. Eat shit. Death. Wow, that actually killed him. I was not expecting that to kill him. Confiscated motive. Well, that's fucking new. Ah, fine. I kind of forgot. I forgot that I was even going to do this. And I know I missed that. She was talking about not wearing the Barry outfit. Whatever the hell that was. 2 minutes ago, fuck. No, not countermeasures, idiot. Urban response, sure. Well, let's go see Alan. Was he? Fucking asylum prick. I just went the wrong way. Although... Really? For fuck's sake. Excellent. Where's the shit orb? There is... shit orb. That I have to... Fucking shit, dude. Okay. Now... chuck that. Really? Apparently my shield throw is not strong enough. I know the bullshit of the trophy. This... tank dash? I have to kill 100 assholes with it. Now, don't you fucking spawn assholes on me again. Because now... Fine. I have no idea when it triggers. I just know that it's a thing. Impatience has a first name and it's Punch. What? Shadow? Shadow. Okay. Across is great. Fucking astral spikes. Now, I don't like how slow the energy restores when you're holding an item. Or a power, or whatever. But I can kind of piss them off like that, so... I suppose that's something. Yellow? Why yellow? Why red? Who did? Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Yikes. Well, that's a pleasant way to go. How the fuck did Ati get over here?
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did
Nice.
Wake want me to come here?
Good question. My question is, why the fuck is Wake even talking to you? There's a whole office and nothing is in here. Uh-huh. Oh. You little bastard. Fuck you. Come here. Where'd you go? Shit.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
Uh-oh.
Do I even want to know?
I don't know if I killed it. I do not know if I killed it. That's not one of them. Well, fuck. I have no idea how I didn't destroy that piece of shit. Like, seriously. Always check the shitters, kids. Yeah, except that's useless. Tier 3 launch speed boost. Gee, thanks. That's exactly what I fucking need. Alright. Ammo cost while levitating. Weak ass projectiles fired. Accuracy on spin. Weak. And... oh, shit. That's a lot of stuff. Weapon reload on shield ability kills? Why? Launch speed on kill? What? Alright, no. Just no. That's real dumb. Energy recovery speed. Not a good one. Shield strength. I don't need two of them. Alright. Yoinkus. Shaded facet. Now, can I... aha. Aha. Surge fires an adhesive munition that detonates when manually triggered or if their timer expires. Yes. Fuck. Well, I don't want to use that untapped potential. I don't know where I get the other one for the last upgrade for Surge. But now... yeah, I suppose it should have damage. But I don't have a... I don't have a good spare. Uh-huh. Well, come here, assholes. Yeah. What of it? Fine, you suck that, and then... really? Die. There we go. Oh, hi. Don't mind me just being a fucking idiot. Where'd you go? Death. I will just spam this till they're all fucking dead. Until I get the trophy, either way. Whoops. Just figuring out how to play. Ow! Fuck. Holy shit. My health is in the shitter. Thanks. Containment personnel protection. That is not gonna behoove my fucking sanity. Ooh!
Of course, the hiss are already in here.
Blushki. Well, frankly, it sounded like the hiss started in here. Open the thing, thank you. I'm not reading it. So this was somewhere else. Our whereabouts. Hey, you have questions and the prophets have your answer. If you are truly intrigued, watch the time. We've lost about 45 days in the past 4 years. The shortening of days, this is why the Vatican is a sundial and is simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing while I'm here, if you want the secret to everything, compare plasma next to brain cells. The sun and moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this is cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you, I, and humanity reside. Cheers. That was better reading than incoherent foot bullshit. Thanks. Oh, right. Alan and Hotline Miami. Because Hotline Miami gets shortened.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied.
Goody.
The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound,
Polaris?
a resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one,
So...
why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect.
What?
But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
That implies that the darkness and the resonance are not the same, which is the theory that I've been operating under in this entire progression through the bullshit that has been going on here. Because for this to be as connected as it is, which I was expecting it to be significantly less connected, to be more Easter eggy than so direct. Oh, that's a hidden location? Sure. I'll take the skill point. And it was just for a chest. I saw the thing and I thought it was an item. Collectible. What was I saying? Oh, for the two games to be so fucking connected, I was expecting everything that happened to Alan to be explained by this, essentially. But that suggests that they're two completely different shit shows. That they're...
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Two completely different shit shows they're gonna have to deal with. And as much of a problem as the fucking resonance is, the darkness is worse. A lot fucking worse. Hartman's arrest. Hartman and Mill. Victim name? Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin, blank. Lane Rudolph, DeSole Wendy, Emerson Thomas, and blank. Officer's name? Danish Special Agent Remy. Why the fuck did you word it that way? Charges, Code 4, kidnapping of an altered individuals. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation. Code 74, breaching of the Ash Act. 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AW investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Wake possibly deceased. Nice, me. So, I guess there's nothing... I don't know how I'm going to deal with those. Oh, that was a cigarette machine. Never mind. Whoops. What? And why? Aim a powerful light source at the darkness to destroy it. Excellent.
Darkness is blocking the door. So
now
I have to deal with interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
I am not looking forward to this. Nope. Not at all. Yep. Pretty much. What? Why is this room useless? Give you more lights? Can I still use this? I can still use this. I will fuck. You know, if I could shoot at the same time while I was holding this, that'd be great. And I can't tell if the noises are my powers or... Damn. His whole head is gone except for the skull. The jaw is gone too. Actually, all of his flesh is fucking gone. Oh, goody. What the hell am I doing in here? Up is what I'm doing here. Wait a fucking minute. Was yellow the way forward in Alan Wake? Now I am back to not trusting the fungus. I have a sneaking suspicion that yellow was forward in Alan Wake. Why? Like I'm supposed to be clearing the mold. Why? Oh, fucking really. You just suck that then. How about that? Anything else? Was there a reason to do that? I'm not done. This is not where the Maneki Neko are. That's the other one. So... why did I just do any of that? I suppose I'll find out when I check the map. Considering I am in bumfuck nowhere land. I don't like this. because the darkness is significantly worse than the fucking resonance. Hi, Polaris. You give me some fucking safety and sanity. The answer, I suppose, is yes and no. Melee still in the shitter. I definitely need to up that damage. Never bothered with C's, floating. Alright. Oh. Uh-huh. Well. That's just a general notation of more stuff. I do not like this. On the one hand, I appreciate that she is holding it in the correct fucking orientation, considering... Considering the way she holds everything, I was supposed to come this way. I see. I thought I was going for extra shit. I was going the correct direction. Story of my life. No, not the fucking bench, idiot. Not whatever bullshit box either, lady. What the fuck? Thank you.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder.
Hi.
Stretched like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
I feel like that one was intact. I probably don't need to check it. But I'll check it anyway. Nope.
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
I already made that joke, I think. What the fuck, man? What the fuck in several directions? Fuck. Put it down, thank you. I apparently can't. Fucking shit. Apparently can't turn that one on. Was I not supposed to do that? No. I hope my eternal fire works on those fuckers when I find them. Oh, this is a whole thing. Now what's in here? Stuff. A whole lot of fucking stuff, jeez.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
So that was recorded before episode 4 in Alan Wake, and they found it and brought it here, which means that he was aware of everything that was fucking going on. And why is the tape still moving? The Shadow. I don't like this shit. Ezra Cruz. Paranatural entity A10, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive blank consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient blank, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting blank over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies possessed by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain awareness of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this type of condition is reversible. Well, apparently not. Because they all dead, except for the fact that they just keep fucking spawning, which is why I hated that game. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except the inanimate objects are blank, solely to be used as destructive tools and one-shot Alan in the fucking face. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals. See AW 35, which may imply a shared link to a shared intelligence, maybe? Blank intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive defensive measures. The investigations sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered to prepare for the eventuality of an outbreak. I suppose. Eagle Limited Summary. AW 44 in 2015, Bloomington, Illinois. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Blessed, maybe. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the awe was spontaneous or the direct result of this sabotage. Bro, how? Y'all don't even know how to trigger them. Theoretically. The Bureau has been tracking said group at the time. Had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train incident within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation at the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when it entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. I don't recall running into that. I'm just gonna unhighlight that before it makes me watch it again. Reload, thank you. Fuck. Alright. That one's locked in. I'm gonna go ahead and not hit that for the moment. Downstairs, the whole thing. In deep, shitty darkness. NASA Cooperation Review? Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. You gotta be shitting me. They lined all space rocket ships with fucking black rock? In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the blank far outweighs the spending related to the processing and delivery of black rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the blank will provide International Space Station? Will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing all sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance.